Hey everyone, Cashflow here with a little parrying guide on Dark Souls 2. We'll be talking about parry tools, parry timing, backstep parries, prediction parries, parry baiting, and unparryable attacks in this video. The PS4 version of Dark Souls 2 runs at 60 frames per second, so that means when you hear me talk about frames, that's 1/60th of a second. It equals a frame. So let's get into it, guys. The first thing we're going to be talking about are parry tools and parry timing. The parrying dagger has 9 starting frames and 9 active frames, so you want to parry right when you're about to get hit by a weapon. The parry small shield has 11 startup frames and 15 active frames, making it more of a predictive weapon. The fast small shield has 11 startup frames and 11 active frames. This guy tried to invade while I was making the video. He got a little bit of the fast small shield. The medium shield has 15 startup frames and only 7 active frames, so it's definitely the hardest of the shields to get parries with. The startup frames for a hilt parry is 17, and the active frames are only 5, so it's also hard to hilt parry. The rapier hilt parry has a 16 startup frame and a 10 active frame. The curved sword has an incredibly fast hilt parry at 7 startup frames and 11 active frames. The curved greatsword has 25 starting frames and 9 active frames, so it's really difficult to hit these kind of parries.
Doing a two-handed rolling attack with a curved greatsword will speed up your parry.
You also get this speed boost after two-handed R1s.
Alright, now that we got some parry tools and timings discussed, let's go ahead and move on to the next section, backstep parrying. Now when you do a backstep parry, you're going to want to know 2 things. 1, that your opponent is going to attack more than one time, and 2, how to time that second swing. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to prediction parries. Now prediction parries are pretty hard because you have to rely on your ability to read the opponent and anticipate an attack, and then parry at the right time. So it's all about knowing what your opponent's going to do. Well, not so much as knowing, but predicting. If you see somebody do something 2 times in a row, chances are they're probably going to do it 3 times in a row. So if you just kind of hang back for a second and see what they're about, like I knew this guy was going to do that for sure. If they're real aggressive, they always, every time you dodge, they try to attack. Use it to your advantage. Moves like this one here, they're slow enough for you to react to it. So right when that move starts up and he does that 360, parry. Right when that guy right there does that dash at the beginning, parry. The weapon's not even in animation yet, but the attack is so fast that you have to parry before the attack even comes out. Now here's a Murakumo parry. And another one. This next section is all about parry baiting. When you do a parry bait, you're going to miss an attack on purpose in order to set yourself up for a parry when your opponent tries to counterattack you. So in essence, you miss, your opponent tries to take advantage of that and hit you, but you already have a parry coming out just before they attack. Now, the key to this one, just like the prediction parry, is reading your opponent. You have to know what they're going to do, or parrying is very hard. If your opponent is really erratic, I don't suggest parrying him. Most people will go for a dodge roll attack or go for a running attack, but if they don't do it in multiple times in a row, it's hard for you to really get that good read on him. Like that guy's been doing that R2 attack. I knew he was going to R2 me, so I just waited for that chance to get the parry. That's it for this one, guys. If you liked the video, let me know down in the comments section. If you want to help support my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and cash flow out.